The Esports World Cup. That is why 500 of the best Tekken players around the world are all in Dallas, Texas for DreamHack Dallas. DreamHack traditionally is not the sweatiest Tekken tournament. It can be serious, but usually the best majors are your EVOs, your CEOs, and your Combo Breakers. But this time, people skipped Combo Breaker to get ready for DreamHack, and that's because the top 8 spots of this tournament qualify for the World Cup. Now, before I keep going, you may have already seen news about this specific match, JDCR versus AK. And I want to say in advance, before we even go into it, that the rules exist for a reason. Players should not have to make a decision involving sportsmanship or honor or these other subjective metrics to determine a match outcome. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a PlayStation button was hit during a decisive moment in the final game, final round of this set. I'm not going to spoil what happens. You'll see it in the analysis. But the rules exist for a reason, and the organizers are the ones that are supposed to be responsible for this. Now, the organizer for this tournament has already owned up to the mistake, and he's been getting death threats and all these things, and I think that's absolutely insane. So have some decorum, you guys. I'm sure if you're watching this channel, you're probably pretty chill already and think it's ridiculous. But I thought it was worth saying that there's really no need for that at all. Let's get to the match. So not a lot of matchup analysis I have for you today. Instead, I want to talk about this match from kind of a very high level bird's eye view, right? So we have Dragunov versus AK. By the way, if you don't care about this little preamble or whatever, you could jump to the timestamp, but it's pretty short. So if these two characters are your Tekken characters, right? Very, very traditional Tekken, fundamentally strong with a few exceptions that kind of spice them up, right? So what do I mean by Tekken character? Well, the basis of Tekken is mid versus low. That's your basic mix-up. If you're standing, you can't block low. If you're ducking, mids will hit you. Both of these characters have good mid and low pokes that they can use to control your offense and win damage. Your highs and your jabs and things like that are good for controlling the pace and kind of stopping them from doing the offense they want to do as well. Again, using lows to break defense, you have lows of varying strength. Dragunov has his quick down 2 poke or the big hatchet kick. And Shaheen also has low pokes and the big slide. Okay, so slide is a very game warping low, and that's kind of Shaheen's spice, right? Dragunov's spice is that he has a lot of plus frames and he has the down 2, which is super evasive. But the key thing that both of these players really demonstrate that's going to show up a lot in game 3 is using slow buttons to beat sidestep attack. A lot of players will complain, oh, I have no tracking, they just sidestep my moves. Well, if you watch how these players navigate those situations, they use slower moves to catch someone doing sidestep attack, right? Because to whiff punish a move in this game, it's pretty hard to whiff punish pokes unless you're kind of predicting it. So sidestep button has to be preloaded. You can't sidestep, see the whiff, and then put your button in. So in this case, the attacker who's at risk of getting sidestepped, if he reads a sidestep, might just pick a slower button. So by the time the defender does a sidestep attack, my button will intercept you and you'll get a counter hit. And you'll see it in action, it'll make more sense. But I wanted to make sure you had that in your mind's eye by the time this comes out. By the time it comes out on screen. What this set also shows is a lot of Tekken 8 mastery, right? So in Tekken 7, you wanted to move around a lot, find your counter hits, find your low parries, and get your high reward off of defensive play. Tekken 8 is an aggressive game, and what that means is attacking and gathering info can happen at the same time, and AK and JDCR are both masters of this. Heat Burst is a crucial tool to maintain or steal momentum. So if you're the one attacking, you go minus and give up your turn. You can Heat Burst to try and retain your turn. Likewise, if you're in a horrible defensive situation, you can try to Heat Burst to take your turn back. And then Power Crush is obviously a huge tool, more so for Shaheen because he has one of those safe high Power Crushes, which are absolutely insane. But yeah, let's get into it now. JDCR versus AK. So again, top 8 auto qualify for the Esports World Cup. So people are fighting arguably more for top 8 than for the tournament result.
Has some of the best defense and one of the most unshakable players, and I'm interested to see.
And here we go. Let me turn on the VOD just a little bit as AK opens up with a instant down 4-2. This is exactly what I'm talking about, attacking and gathering info at the same time. Rather than trying to find JDCR's timing perfectly, why don't I just throw the round start down forward 2 and see if it hits? And one more rewind real quick, just to see how this down 4-2 even hit. JDCR got counter hit. You can see because of the purple spark, right? This little slash spark. And what happened is he started the game with a sidestep. So he hit a sidestep button, which would have beaten AK's jab or down forward 1. AK does a slow down forward 2 that catches the predictive sidestep button. Exactly what we're talking about right away. Now, after this wall combo, AK doesn't bother thinking too much, looking for timing. He just goes for a slide. If it gets blocked, he has data. He goes low 3 times in a row now. Then he goes mid. It misses. Big whiff here, right? Tekken 8 concept. He's whiffed. His turn should be given up. Heat burst. Keep your turn. Win more damage. Last hit situation. Heat smash plus frames. Does a delayed timing low, and JDCR stays ducking. That was really, really sick. JDCR launch punishes the generic low. Huge combo. Saves the sidewall. Running 2. Safe high power crush trades. And AK gets the round 1 in a very fast way. And now look. Immediately attacking again, gathering more info as he goes. He goes mid this time. Does a mid string, goes into sneak, and then goes low, right? AK's playing very, very fast. He's just trusting his mix-ups, and he will adjust as needed. He can do these attacks and gather data at the same time. JDCR, trying to control him here, just throws a bunch of down forward 1s. Stop sliding in my face, all right? What's fascinating is AK just goes for the low anyways here on immediate timing, right? JDCR's been spamming the down forward, and he's like, you won't do it again. I'll just go low right here. They're getting a lot of info on each other, and they've played before, right? They've played for probably like 10 years. But they're getting more info on each other in this game, in this set. How are they feeling right now in a very dynamic way? That's kind of the Tekken part of it. There's strategy for sure, but at some point, you just got to get in the ring, fight them, and figure out what's happening then and there. So JDCR picks up on the tendency to go low, blocks the slide. He's going to get a small wall combo here. That's tough. That's not a lot of damage for blocking a slide. Nice. AK activates heat too far away, recognizes that it's going to whiff, so he cancels it. The heat burst might not have whiffed there. In any case, JDCR is ready for it and whiff punishes. Combo's a bit awkward, so he spends the tornado early. Combo drops. AK heat dashes to take his turn back, get a bit more momentum. Goes mid twice. JDCR does not bite. And AK insists on the low again. Again, this is straight Tekken. You can't really strategize with this, right? Right, the mid leads to like a wake-up game that can kill you, like this wake-up situation. The low also leads to a horrible situation. So they're just playing Tekken. They're fighting. They're trying to see what the other guy's going to do. And then AK doubling down on his low game, which is so impressive. That got him almost killed in round 1. JDCR poking mid now, trying to stop the slides. But because AK lands this retaliation poke here, 2-3 into this, JDCR can't really mash here. He doesn't have the frames, right? So he's forced to guess the mix-up and eats the slide. Eats 2 slides, down to half HP, all permanent health. Nice punish on the hop kick. If he ducked there, it probably would have been lethal. JDCR just poking back, trying, and look at the patience of JDCR. Instead of ducking the 3rd slide, he's confident that he can win the damage back. He's not desperate. He's not ducking out of fear, right? And after a few down forward 1s, look at the life bars. They're equal. Poking in this game is so powerful because it's all permanent health. 2-1, permanent. Look, JDCR's in the lead. Punishment. Grab is broken. Breaks the grab back. Nice. Heat burst. Chip damage reduced because AK's in rage, except for the last hit of a heat dash. Right, so if you look at the chip damage here on the heat burst. Right, very tiny chip damage. But when you do a heat dash, even if the opponent's in rage, it does the full like chip value. So AK's in like a last hit situation in the down 2 hits. Very, very well played. JDCR very patient on defense, not biting on every low. Willing to take a few lows and fighting his way back through some small pokes. All that damage he earned was through some poking. All right. And now they're trying to feel each other out again, right? Like you see AK not spamming the slide as much, trying to change it up a little bit. Mid, low. Hesitating, jab, right? AK's playing so slow, and then he tries to do this down forward 2. He's playing so slow, right? Maybe JDCR has an opportunity to attack. He tries to catch him with the down forward 2, but JDCR is eternally patient. 1-3 whiff punish. Grab is ducked. Nice. Good punish from JDCR. Yep. pushing him into the wall while doing that little mini Okazemi situation. Instant slide out of crouch. This is slimy. This is good stuff. This is why the slide characters are so hard. You put them in crouch, they can instant slide without telegraphing it, right? And now it's a position change. JDCR's back is to the wall. String into heat burst. Heat smash plus frames. Goes mid. Goes mid again. JDCR actually ducked. JDCR ducked, but it was out of range. Look at this. JDCR was down there. And then AK finishing again with the high power crush. So very dynamic play from AK. He's finding the lows. He's finding the mids. Power crush to end games. Heat burst and heat smash to maintain momentum. How will JDCR adjust? Tekken 8, obviously a brand new game to both of them. But AK has been playing this aggressive style since Tekken Tag 2, right? He's obviously capable of moving, capable of defending, but he cares more about getting in there and making plays. So this game is really built for what he wants to do. JDCR responds in a similar fashion. Immediately full crouch low, which beats, look at what AK did. Right? AK did a sidestep and then a button, right? So JDCR picks a slow button to track it automatically. Grab. Oh, AK was ducking, but he stood back up. QCF4 wall splat. Plus frames again, but the spacing's a bit weird. And then I don't know if that was a whiff punish or if AK hit 2 buttons, but he's dead. Perfect. I think he tried to move.
Kill, crush, destroy.
Still perfecto though.
And now, how's JD going to play the second round? A bit more patient. Down forward 2 does not connect. Delays the string. This hits even at high level. Down forward 1, big delay 4, counter hit. And AK did a standing low. This combo's going to hurt. Nice, all the way to the wall. Half HP. Oh, QCF4 hits again. Running 2. 2-1.
Chip stacking up. Chip stacking up.
Yep, chip damage with the heat dash, and now it's just 1 poke away. Whew, he ripped it. This was a desperation play. If JDCR decided to match, because most players at high level aren't going to do both hits, right? They're just going to do 1 hit. So Shaheen, AK is banking on the fact that JD will get impatient and just act and get hit by the second hit. He'll get a big heal. The gray health pops all the way off. But JDCR, again, a patient player. He will simply duck and punish. Down forward 1, sides. Ooh, a little slow on this predictive move, right? JDCR was very active in the first one, a bit passive in the second round. Now he does sidestep, down forward 2, but the down forward 1 from Shaheen had already recovered. Again, that's why you have to be a bit more predictive. The throw connects, back 4 hits on the ground. Look at this small Tekken. This is beautiful, right? Right, down off of the while standing 4. While standing 4 gives +5, right? So AK has advantage here. But AK doesn't really have a solid read on what Dragunov's going to do. So he plays a down forward 1 that's in frame, right? It's a frame trapping down forward 1. And then down forward 1s again. JDCR did a sidestep block. This is high level stuff, okay? Sidestep block without getting hit by the down forward 1. AK does a sidestep left to dodge the jab, because the down forward 1 is -1, right? So if he were to down forward 1 again, the jab would beat him. If he were to jab, JDCR's jab would beat him. So rather than go jab for jab without the frames to do it, AK does a sidestep. Now, what does he do with that? He wasn't prepared. He didn't have a hard enough read, right? So all he has now is like whiff advantage. As in Dragunov whiffed, JDCR knows he whiffed, so he's probably going to block next. What's crazy is with that whiff advantage, AK went low, and JDCR still blocks it and gets this punish. So at full speed, there's a lot of interactions being traded here, and that duck was really, really good. Masters of small Tekken, these guys are. Raw down forward 2 doesn't launch because it's a safe down forward 2. Has to catch you moving or swinging. Can't catch you ducking. Heat smash. Wow. He faked a low. If you look at this, AK does running 2 and goes into sneak. Now he's in crouch and he can threaten a slide. JDCR jabbed and got counter hit by the heat smash.
Oh my God, the heat smash.
AK not out of it yet.
All right, here we go.
Up forward 3 is sidestepped, and this is an old school combo to hit the side. Running 2, 1-3. Back 4-3 caught AK hard ducking, right? AK mashed here too, by the way, off of the +4 from running 2. Running 2 got nerfed, so no longer as oppressive of a situation. AK mashes, I don't even know what he mashed, a kick? Magic 4 probably, to try to counter hit JDCR. But JDCR kept it really frame tight with jab. And then AK hard ducks.
Oh no. Back forward.
Off the heat engage, down 2. Look at this micro movement from AK. This is very impressive. Down 2.
Back forward.
AK does a sidestep right duck. And with that duck, it shrinks his Z-axis just slightly, and the while standing 4 misses. But he's not able to build an offense off of that. He did not expect that down back 2 to hit, so he's in sneak. He doesn't get the heat engage or the wall splat or anything like that. Not that he has great health anyways. And after this poke, JDCR simply does a down forward 1. Catches AK moving and poking. And now, JDCR has suddenly taken control back. AK not forcing the over-aggressive mix-ups that he did in the very first game. Partially because JDCR was blocking them. JDCR remaining patient and not biting on the string extensions down back 2-1. And then finally, JDCR also playing some gimmicks and tricks of his own. Down forward 1, delay 4, doing the full crouch low at the start. He's exchanging, he's finding ways to attack AK's weaknesses that he's showing in this match. You can't really hard prepare, I think, for a player like AK, but he's seeing what AK did in this set and is adjusting. He's off of the exchange of information. Right, down back 2 is sidestepped. Full crouch low. Small sidestep to the right. Both of these characters have really good movement too. If every Tekken character had this base movement, it would be really fun, I think. Jab back 3. Sidestep 2. Wow. AK, look at this, right? AK has a slide threat, but he's been getting punished so much. Instead of playing the hop kick, he does a while standing 4. Maybe it was a misinput, but I doubt it. But that could have hit for sure. While standing 4. A lot more movement now. Small pokes, not committing to the huge mix-ups. 2-1 counter hit. JDCR mashes out of that. 2-1 hits. And Shaheen goes for the super slow down 4. JDCR just mashes back 4-3. Incredible read. After playing so safe to mash there is wild. Nice float combo, and he's converting. He's converting. Wow. Look at this. He tries the comeback slide fake hop kick, and JDCR, I don't know how he ended up being so patient. He ate so many slides, but the mids never seem to hit when they need to. And I don't know, that's just some player experience, man. It's just reads, right? Like, you can try to strategize around HP and things like that. And maybe that's part of the equation here, right? Like, oh, if I eat a hop kick, I die. So why don't I just stay standing? Give me more chances. But the opponent can always abuse that too, right? AK could abuse that by just going low 4 times in a row. So even though there is that strategic component, it's a fighting game. So you can obviously play around that too. It's rarely so cut and dry. And that's what makes it so impressive. Nice punish. And there's another case of sidestep being beaten by a slow button, right? Down forward 1 from JDCR is -2, right? So AK plays sidestep down forward 2 himself, right? Off of this +2 situation, AK is reading that Dragunov is going to continue his offense. And it makes sense because JDCR has a history of doing down forward 1, down forward, down forward 1. A history in this exact set. So AK plays sidestep down forward 2 predictively, but gets sniped by Dragunov's down forward 2. Does that make sense? This is some high level stuff. This is really, really good. I'm reading not just that you're sidestepping, me being Dragunov. I'm reading that you're not just sidestepping, that you're going to do sidestep button. And to counter your sidestep button, I just do my slow down forward 2. No realignment, no nothing. Just do my slower button. And because you put out a hitbox, it expands your hurt box, right? When Shaheen does this down forward 2, his hurt box expands. This is universal for many characters. That's why somebody can be to your side completely, but if they hit a button, they get blown up by whatever hitbox you did, right? That's why buttons can beat sidestep buttons if they're slow enough, right? If the hitbox comes out by the time the opponent expands their hurt box. And that was lethal. Suddenly, JDCR, after getting blown up game 1, has found his way back. AK not playing as much power crush, notably. But partially, it's because JDCR is using these high crushing lows, right? The power crush is useless against those. Wow, this is insane. Half HP, while standing 2. That was an incredible Twitch reaction attempt, right? Down 4. He did a backdash duck and tried to whiff punish with a while standing 2, but the down forward 1 from Shaheen recovers way too fast. And finally, he found this situation. This is the reverse. Look at this. 2-3. Shaheen is +1 here. Down forward 1. Shaheen is -1, right? And he reads that JDCR is going to instantly retaliate. So he does a deeper sidestep, knowing that he got caught last time, and then down forward twos on reaction. He adjusted. Instead of a predictive sidestep down forward two, it's a reaction sidestep down forward two. Surfing. He's still in heat. Nice grounded hit twice. Oh, JDCR goes for the Rage Art. AK just patient enough. That's the thing about AK. He's aggressive, but he's not gonna die, right? He's good at pumping the brakes. Single jab. Sidestep 2 is blocked. Wow. One jab. Down 2. Finally blocked. Big punish from Shaheen. They're just exchanging pokes. No gray health in the picture. This was... I can't believe this happened. JDCR does forward 2-3. Let me check the frames on that right now. Got a handy app here. Dragunov. Forward 2-3. All right. Dragunov forward 2. Is that forward 2-4? I'm so dumb. Dragunov forward 2-4. All right. -7 on block. What did JDCR do at -7? He ripped the down forward 2. And sometimes you gotta mash. Sometimes, especially with the momentum on your side like this, it makes sense. Yeah, AK took back around, right? But there's a chance AK could have gone into slide step, right? Using the plus frames to go into crouch and threaten slide. So he rips it down forward 2. AK gets a down 2 here, probably trying to counter hit JDCR doing a 1-2 instead, or a 2-1. So both of them a bit off with their reads, created a funny situation, but they just next play right away. Nobody lost too much health for that. Dash down forward 2. Oh my god, AK probably trying to counter hit another down 2 here. Sorry, did I say dash down forward 2? I meant dash down 2. Right, at this range, he does this orbital, right? Which, if JDCR did dash down 2 again, it would have been counter hit. But JDCR just does a while standing 4. Probably instant while standing 4 out of crouch dash. Down 2 whiffs! And this is incredible play from AK. This is incredible play from AK. Let's see how this... He did the hard combo. Oh my god, he's going to kill. I'm glad I didn't pause that. Oh my god. Look at this play. This play is high-level shit, okay? This down 2 is at this range, right? AK is not only expecting a down 2, right? He ducks. He ducks expecting the down 2. But here he recognizes in a split second that it whiffed, right? So if he blocked it, he would have done while standing 3-3. But because it whiffed, he can do a while standing 2 and get a full launch. And that was game deciding, round deciding. That was round deciding. That Twitch reaction to say, hey, this is a whiff, not like a blocked low. Absolutely incredible. This is what I mean when players like me, oh my god. And then look, he does the hard combo. Everything on the line. He does 1, 2. 2 while standing 3 cancels. This is what I mean when players at a high level say they're ass, right? Like you'll see it on Twitter all the time from like a lot of players around like my level, like we're like, oh my god, I'm ass. What we mean is we're not doing stuff like that. You know, like these guys are disgusting and we want to get like that. Like that kind of recognition and Twitch reaction is so cool. Anyways, it's final round. How did that happen? Goes mid. Now he's forcing the slide mix a little more that JDCR has slowed down his own offense. 1-2 counter hits. JDCR does not confirm it. The down forward 1-4 hits again, and this does insane amounts of damage. Good lord. Down 2. Heat burst to maintain momentum, as we were saying, and he hit the slide out of the air. Heat dash combo. This is a last hit situation. Oh no! And somebody who was on the stage previously hit the PlayStation button. Oh no! Bluetooth was not disabled on this console.
But if so, what just happened? I'm not sure. Maybe hit the home
and AK lives. The tournament rules in the Tekken World Tour, if a third party interferes with the match by technology, the rule is to remake. If it's one of the players, you just give up the round, right? Like if somebody paused on purpose, you give up the round. But because it was from an external party hitting the Bluetooth switch, they remake the match. In this position, they remake the match. Now they keep the round count, right? They keep the round count, but wow. That is an absolute heartbreaker. And if you watch the stress on JDCR's face, that was absolutely brutal. He was playing out of his mind. And the hard part too is with this Tekken 8 stuff. I was saying that it's less of a strategy game. It's more of straight like hands and Tekken, right? You need the strategy, you need the defense, but it's a lot of flow state. So to break that is absolutely brutal. So let me see the timestamps. They break for 9 minutes while making this decision. And 9 minutes later, we resume the final round.
Immediately into it. I'm getting aggressive.
Low parry on the slide from AK. This combo hurts.
The hands are warm.
He eats an approaching down forward too. And he gets the hard combo.
No, he's gonna spend it. He's gonna spend it.
Nice.
To the wall. Full string damage. Heat smash low. All this gray health. Can JDCR even get it back? Right, AK is backdashing away, forcing JDCR to find an attack timing. All AK has to do is find a poke, and the power crush kills. And that is an absolute heartbreaker. So yesterday at the event, this was a ton of drama immediately on Twitter. But look at JDCR. A professional, a classy professional, stands up to give the handshake first, hugs AK. They've been playing for 10 plus years. They are, you know, he's got a smile on his face. Obviously it sucks. And like he tweeted after, like, it hurts, but it will be okay, right? This is a horrible, horrible situation. And like I said, death threats are insane. That doesn't make any sense, right? The tournament organizer has owned up to the fact that Bluetooth should have been off. But some people were even saying that AK should have given him the win, right, out of sportsmanship. And nobody who's competed at this level would expect that. The rules exist to prevent players from being put in a situation where there must be a subjective decision made to determine an outcome. Sportsmanship is too subjective here. AK was at lethal, or AK was in a last hit situation, but it's hard to say if he was dead or not, right? I'm not familiar enough with that Dragunov conversion to know if that was a guaranteed kill. If that was a guaranteed kill, maybe there's room for more debate. Obviously, 9 minutes went by, so there was debate. But the rules say that if something like that happens, it is a remake, right? I'm a fan of both of these players. I am so sad that that happened to JDCR. Obviously, both players put in either situation would probably have made the choice to remake, right? Like, I don't think it's on AK to have to make the sportsman decision, right? And fans on both sides were very upset, but I think it's important context to know that the TO has owned up to it. They've checked in with JDCR multiple times. AK checked up with JDCR multiple times, and it will be okay. To compensate him, the TO has talked about helping JDCR travel to the other qualifiers. We know he's a world-class player, and we are very confident that he can make it. I'm saying we, I'm not a tournament organizer, but I think most people are very confident that JDCR will qualify for the Esports World Cup. But to go into losers here is undoubtedly very, very disappointing. So that's the analysis I have for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed the match. I know that the note is a bit more somber with this technical difficulty, but we'll move forward. I think that something of this level on this scale, and the reason I'm making a video on it in the first place, is to hopefully influence other events to make sure that Bluetooth mode is on. That's the main reason I wanted to focus on this, is just because we can prevent it in the future. It's not my goal to dogpile. It's not my goal to cause a bunch of drama. My goal is to just make sure that it doesn't happen again. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. We'll be doing a lot more coverage on this and the past combo breaker matches, so please look forward to that. Subscribe if you'd like to see that. And of course, we will be reacting live to the top 8 of DreamHack Dallas right here from the hotel room. Catch you in the next one. Peace.